Covering our coverage of the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've got an interesting story in today's video about Secret Wars being a trilogy, also a trilogy of the Fantastic Four movies, which will kind of coincide with building up to Secret Wars. So yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the pop culture Marvel DC videos we do on a daily basis. And also check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the even more beautiful voice. Also check us out on Twitter at WarstuG, because I've got like 5 followers on there, and comment down below right now for the algorithms. So everyone has been talking about the next hype Avengers level movie, which, careful spoilers, it's never my intention to ruin your movie going experience. You've clicked into this video with your own validity and your own interest, because like these are always plot leak based videos and discussion and rumor and speculation, but at the same time you clicked into it. So everyone's been wondering what is going to be the next big Avengers movie. Careful spoilers, it's actually going to be Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of the Madness or something like that. I really keep forgetting what the title is. I do actually do it on purpose so you guys comment. So there's a report going around from a Twitter account called moth_culture. Now, I've never come across this account. We've been covering stories. We've been covering these Twitter scoopers, if you like, for, well, about 3-4 years, probably longer. I've never come across this account, but after doing a little bit of digging into him, he has been featured on websites such as comicbook.com and IGN. Not that that means anything, but maybe somewhat credible. So let's go over what was said on Twitter. Avengers Secret Wars discussions are heating up. Okay, this is kind of obvious. We know everything is building up to Secret Wars with the inclusion of Kang the Conqueror. We know the Fantastic Four trilogy or movie is gonna build up to Galactus. We know the rumors for Wakanda Forever, aka Black Panther 2. We know Namor is supposed to be in there. We know Dr. Victor Von Doom is supposed to be in there. So we know it's building, everything is building to Secret Wars. All this multiversal story, it is actually all building up to Secret Wars. So we don't actually need any super Twitter scooper to tell us this, because we already know there is a multiversal war coming. So this was said, with early drafts having the story coming as a trilogy, ideas are massive, with Marvel planning 3 parts to be filmed back to back to back. So they released Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame with 1 year in between them. So if they were to do this, the best case scenario would be you get a part 1, part 2, part 3 over with in 3 years. But the biggest problem I have with this, well, it's not really a problem, is how would they do it? Because they would have to fit in so many other missing parts in between this, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, etc. You know, if Doctor Doom is introduced in Black Panther 2, there'd have to be more of a build up there, more of a build up Fantastic Four, more build up with Kang, and you know, introducing like maybe the Living Tribunal, the Beyonder. They'd have to introduce so many more characters. Introducing the X-Men is a freaking franchise. So I honestly think we are still many years away. So in the comics, Secret Wars had many alliteration, but the background is pretty much what happens. The Beyonder, an alien entity, becomes fascinated with the superheroes and villains on Earth. So he transports them to a new world called Battle World. Very original, and has Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Kang the Conqueror, Ultron, Doctor Doom, Magneto. So you see why they have to introduce multiple of other kind of characters and teams before they can even do this. And at the request of the Beyonder, trap them in the new world. The X-Men and Avengers with Fantastic Four have to team together to take on the villains, working together to take them down. The story line does end with the heroes winning, but also Spider-Man getting the Venom symbiote, origins coming from Secret Wars, and Hulk becoming more savage at the end. So that's pretty much a rough overview of what Secret Wars is and why we would have to have multiple movies either happen before, I guess, the, in theory, rumor mill trilogy would have to happen. But the Secret Wars storyline is very big. It's a very big storyline. Of course, people want the Russo brothers to return, but personally, I'm not really a big fan of them. I don't understand why people keep jumping on the Russo brothers, because realistically, anyone could do this movie. Anyone could do this trilogy. And then you factor in with the super scoopers, people like My Time to Shine. Now, I find this interesting. So Ben Affleck said he's done with superhero movies, pretty much done with big IPs. He's not going to return to do the Matt Murdock Daredevil cameo role, but he's open to doing Secret Wars. It was almost like everyone knows there's something going on behind the scenes, but if early drafts are being written up, no one would have any idea. So I honestly think this trilogy idea, I honestly think it's pretty much just guesswork, if you ask me. And that's not me being savvy, that's just me giving my honest opinion on the actual matter. So Avengers Secret Wars, yes, it would be cool to have 3 big Avengers team-up level movies. But as I said, the Fantastic Four needs to be introduced. X-Men needs to be introduced. Galactus, the Living Tribunal, the Beyonder, Doctor Doom, Kang. There's so much that needs to happen before we can even kick it off. But I do feel like the multiversal story has already kicked off, and it's going to kick off even more in the next movie, which is Doctor Strange 2. So Marvel is pretty much done with the original Guardians of the Galaxy team after Guardians 3, according to director James Gunn. He also hinted at major deaths we spoke about yesterday. I find it interesting how a lot of people aren't even questioning Rocket or Groot to die, because apparently they've got few storylines. But we do know, based on the information, the High Evolutionary is most likely going to be the creator of Rocket. So it would make the most sense if Rocket was to see the bucket, as James Gunn said. Who is going to see the bucket? Now, we know Dave Bautista's got some ongoing issues with Marvel, so Bautista, I don't think they're going to kill him off. I just think Bautista's personally done with the franchise. And we've also got some information about what is going on. Okay, there's actually evidence that Tobey Maguire is in Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, because the voice actor from the Spanish side of it, who dubs it in Spanish, because obviously Spanish, Spain, Latino, it's a very big language. Actually, I'm technically slowly learning it, was seen with the Spanish dubbing actress, if you like, because voice acting is technically acting. They were seen together, and there's no other explanation for them two being together other than it's for Doctor Strange 2 Into Multiverse of Madness. Now, I do really have a problem with them sticking Tobey Maguire everywhere for a cash cow. The same thing with Andrew Garfield, because yes, of course, I want to see Andrew Garfield again. But as he said in a recent interview, only if there's merit. And the recent plot leaks to do with Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse of Madness literally says that Tobey's there. There's no words. He's just there to help out. So is it a cash cow? Does it become a cash cow at that point? It really, really does. And I don't know if it would have the same impact, but we do know that Doctor Strange 2 is pretty much going to be a crazy movie with about 50 characters in it, all coming in at the same time to help take out whoever the villain is at the end, Doctor Strange 2. I'm not going to go into details with that. There is a video, there's multiple videos talking about plot leak, but yeah, I'd just like to know, guys, what do you think about them sliding Tobey everywhere? Is it sanctioned? Is it really needed? No, it's not needed at all. If they're going to use him, you know, in places that make sense, like potentially using Andrew Garfield in Morbius, makes sense. Giving Andrew TASM 3 makes sense. Sticking Tobey into a multiversal storyline, yeah, okay, it does make sense, because obviously the multiverse is going to open, where it opened at the end of No Way Home, technically-ish. So yeah, sure, it does make a lot of sense, but it's not going to have the same impact when Tobey came in, because all the doubters, and now it's pretty much confirmed that he's in this movie. I think it would lose its novelty of him appearing, if he appears everywhere. Now, it recently came out that Emma Stone and Kirsten Dunst's absence, they were actually supposed to be in the movie, but due to the pandemic and what was going on in their personal life, it never really happened. So guys, this is it for this video, just a shorter video talking about the update for Secret Wars, the Fantastic Four trilogy that they're building up. Essentially, they are building up the Fantastic Four trilogy, pretty much new cast. Apparently 2 of the actors are well known, the rest are not well known, and essentially Galactus will be the massive vocal point of that. And apparently Galactus is going to be the next big bad for at least 10 movies, or have his presence felt. So Galactus is essentially going to be Marvel's next kind of Thanos, if you like. Now, we don't have any details about if Galactus will feature in Secret Wars, but it would make sense if he was there in some capacity. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind this smooth voice. Also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and subscribe to the channel to never miss any videos. Comment down below, share this with literally everyone you see on the train or bus or plane or wherever you are, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.